Hello everybody. Welcome back to the CTC, to the final race of match day number 6. So before we get into this part, let's quickly run through all of the quick facts for this year's Community Team Cup. So Team versus Team Racing League, 12 teams in total from 10 different communities. It is two. I'm sorry, my voice has got some cracks. No, I'm all good. I have something to drink. So, two groups with 6 teams, each 10 match days in total for the regular season. That's February till November. Every team has one home and one away match against the other teams in their group. Then the 2 group winners will advance to the grand final in December. It is 1 race per match day, roughly 45 minutes in time. It will get translated into a number of laps. Then, according to the settings, you see the home team, they can decide the match day settings like the car, the track, the weather, multipliers for fuel, tires, and also the refuel rate, the available and mandatory tire compounds. And there's a common car and track pool for all teams for the entire season. That's 20 cars and 20 tracks. Once you have picked one, they are gone for the season though. Alright, so let's go to the big screen and have a look at the current schedule. So we already had some races on Friday, P1R versus ART in Group B, P1RX versus Gen X in Group A, and ZFS versus RA in Group B again. Then today we just finished with BFS versus MRL, AHR versus DTR. It's currently still running, closing stages for this one. And then, yeah, TCR versus CLR. This is the one for us today. So, have a quick look at the standing. So it's a Group A match. You see CLR sitting in P2, TCR currently in P5. Match day settings in detail. So we'll be running with the Peugeot RZZ. Just have to. Just have to answer the people in the lobby. So yeah, Gr.A Group 3 car at the Tokyo Expressway south clockwise for 30 laps. You see the multipliers for fuel and tire wear times 3 and the refuel rate at 4 liters per second. We start twilight conditions and with a progression of times 2 into the night. The weather, all random slots, so whatever the game decides, we will run with it. Available tires, all of the racing tire compounds are available. The racing softs and the racing hards, they are mandatory. Some interesting settings, of course. Have a look at the matchup in detail. So TCR with 1 win, 3 points. CLR with 4 wins and 12 points so far this season. So CLR seems to be the favorites according to the first half of the season, but you never know. Every race is a close one. And have a look at the lineups. We see Ticheney making his debut in the 2025 season for TCR, of Shelty and Sonic, 2 usually racing for the team. Athletes, aka Arumas, Taz, yeah, and Inferno the Fox also his return as a driver was keeping me company last match day on comms, so he decided it's time to race again. For CLR, we have Lemony Squeeze, Shred, Beetlejuice, Richie, River Ruckus, and Equinox. So no new names. All they did at least one race so far for CLR. Oh, that's the bit for you. So we just wait for the qualifying to start. Should be just a couple of minutes away for this one. I have a request. So we should have a look at the rear wing of the TCR car. And you might spot something. It's a yellow car, yeah. But if you take a closer look, you might spot something like Richie sucks. Oh no. Here we go. Richie. Gloves are off for this one. See? So you have a target there on the rear of the Peugeot RZZ from the TCR drivers. Just for you. Just for you it is. Let's have a look at the CLR cars. There is one. Here we go, River Ruckus. There, the Black Beauty. With some blue lines, and most of the drivers successfully removed the yellow parts on that livery. Oh, sorry, they did a good job there altering the mirrors. And one of the trickiest parts of that track, the downhill chicane. Ooh, and River died. Probably not the last time we see this. And throughout this race. So yeah, I think a visually stunning looking track here at Tokyo. Fast flowing turns, long straights, slipstream battles, heavy braking zones into the chicanes. So everything in it. I think also the strategy with the softs and the hards being mandatory should be a very, very interesting race to follow for all of us. So a little bit of green for you, Arden. See, Richie made the livery green. It's those accent colors. But yeah, we will have a closer look at them while we are racing. We also see those adjustments on the right hand side there on the thumbnails for those cars. So lap times for qualifying should be expecting mid to low 32s. Depending on how much you actually want to risk the chicane. I think that is make or break for a very, very fast lap time. Here we go. It's the priority. Liveries are way more important than team strategies. So it looks like we are getting ready for qualifying. So qualifying will be a 10-minute session. All cars will be out on track, but this is still like kind of a team qualifying session. So TCR are the home team. They hit the track first, and then 30 seconds later CLR are allowed to go out on the track, and then 10 minutes in total. No tire wear, no fuel consumption for the qualifying session itself. Also settings as usual, weak damage, so if you scratch the wall or whatever, get some damage, it's not the end of the world, of course. And so jumping into the lobby, and then we wait for the signal that the qualifying session will start. So we have Gr.A acting as the race director, giving the commands in the lobby. And it looks like now the session is underway. So good luck, everyone. Here we go. Sonic with the jump start out of the pit, so it's also the pit like midway through the lap. So we see the first lap quite soon. Sonic, Tichney, Inferno, Shelty, Taz, and Arumis. Oh, 3 seconds. That doesn't really help for your first run because of that short out lap. Where's the penalty zone? I actually don't know. And then for CLR, it's Beetlejuice, Lemony Squeeze, Equinox, Shred, Richie, and River Ruckus. Right, and already Sonic is on that lap, so we jump on board, heading into the first sector just after the 100. Downshift into third gear for those fast flowing asses. Fourth gear, little lift needed. Chuck it over to the right, into the left again. A little lift, not fully flat out. And then we head towards the hairpin, also the pit entry. At the 100, roughly heavy onto the brakes and into the hairpin. The second gear and exit for Sonic. And then it is the long run, flat out section. There's a car just in front. Ghosted, so no distraction. So through the tunnel we go. This is all flat, staying in 5th gear, probably for qualifying during the race. I don't know, up to 6th gear now. So next braking, reference the 50 board roughly into the banked right-hander. Carry the speed, don't touch the wall. And then roughly at the 50 board, brake for the chicane. Don't run too wide on the exit, you will get a track limit penalty. Then it's flat out through that final kink, and it's the first lap for Sonic, and it will be a 1:33, I reckon. 33.1 it is. Tichney with that 32.6. Shelty, 33.3. Taz, 33.5. Arumis coming round. That will be a 36. Inferno with a penalty. So that cap doesn't count. So where are the CLR drivers? Beetlejuice. That's like a slow lap for Beetlejuice. I think he backed out of Equinox with a 32.5 on provisional pole. River with a 32.8. Where are the other drivers? Richie, 33.8. Beetlejuice with a moment, a 45. Lemony. So backed out of that first attempt. I reckon the same for Shred. Has a penalty, but a purple first sector. So 3.5 minutes in, backing out of it once again. I think Shred is pushing way too hard on the session. I saw him doing like those slow 32s. Just needs to get his head down, I think. So for now, it is Equinox, Tichney, and River, the top three. We stay with Tichney. Oh, gets a half-second penalty. That is for cutting track limits and out of the chicane. See, Shelty improved up to P4. Equinox right behind his teammate into the chicane. Didn't look like the fastest run. And it's a 33.3, so still the top 3, the same Sonic did on the outlap. Where our next drivers, let's see. Richie ran behind. Beetlejuice is at a lap time 33.9. The room is in P9, Inferno P10. Shred and the Lemony yet to complete a lap. So let's go with Shred. See if we can string that lap together. So halfway through that lap. Exactly, my Tiger, that's the spirit. Purple, 1/10. So how brave can you be heading into the chicane? Shelty improved. Oh, he's lost the car again. 6 minutes in. So again, pushing way too hard, I think. Tichney, 3/10 purple, got a nice little slip. This could be a potential pole lap from the TCR driver. It's River Ruckus who improves by 32.4. And a safe line. Ah, that was close for track limits again for Tichney. He got away with it, I think. And we might see a low 32 incoming. 32.3 just nipped it by 1/10. So Tichney on personal pole, River Ruckus P2, Equinox P3, Shelty in P4 with a 32.8, Sonic in P5, currently Richie, then P6, Arumas P7, Taz in P8, Lemony is set a lap time. We'll see where that puts him. Beetlejuice in P10 currently, Inferno P11, and Shred yet to complete a lap. So where is Lemony? P4 it is, 32.5. Equinox not improving. What about Shelty? 33.3 with 2.5 minutes to go. Sonic also down on his lap time. What about Richie? Doesn't look an improvement on this lap. 33.4. Just over 2 minutes to go, so 2 more laps for our drivers. I heard some wall contact. Beetlejuice improved to a 33.1. P9 it is at the moment. Someone else on a lap. What about Shred this time? Getting through the chicane. Close to the wall. Should put him into the top 5 at least. 31.9. So he had that one magic lap. A 31.9. Woohoo! Holy oopsie. I don't want to swear on that channel. So that was a mega lap from Shred. One and done, I think, for the Canadian driver. So can Tichney reply? Who will stay with him? Inferno improve, not into the top 8, though. Oh, close to his personal best. Needs to find nearly 4 tenths to beat that 31. Nine, holy. Richie up to P4. A solid run. Chicane. Beetlejuice also improving. P8 it is. Final 20 seconds. Oh, gets a penalty, and that's the end of the qualifying session for Tichney. Won't be improving on that final lap, so it looks like we have a CLR pole position with Shred, Tichney P2, River Ruckus P3, Richie in P4. Equinox called it a day. P5, Lemony still on the lap. Oh, traffic. Did get a slipstream though. We wait for it. Looked like a little bit of a slow hairpin though. I have a personal best in sector 1 for Lemony. 3 tenths down, so that didn't trick me. Sonic is still on the lap. He got a slip that could come in handy for the final sector. He will be improving most likely if he gets that final chicane correct. Wait, might get up to P7. Ooh, that was not Sonic, that was his teammate. 31, 2.8, he improved. He got up to P8 just behind Shelty in the end, so I think no one else is running currently on a fast lap. So that leaves us with the result. Shred for CLR, pole position, Tichney P2 for TCR, River Ruckus P3, Richie then P4, Equinox P5, Lemony P6. We will get to the those results, right? So just take those screenshots. We have a look at them. So Shred with that 31.9, nailing that one lap. All of the others got a penalty or crashed, but that was all or nothing. Tichney then P2. Second row it's River and Richie, all CLR. Row number 3 also CLR. Equinox and Lemony squeeze. Then we have an all TCR. Row number 4 with Shelty and Sonic. On row 5 it is Beetlejuice and Arumis, and in the row number 6 it's Taz and Inferno for TCR. So that is 4 points after qualifying for CLR, 2 for TCR. So we get a little bit of a key break apparently. So you can do that as well. Then we will be right back. Whoa. Sonic altering the requirements. Wets are mandatory now. So we get 2 minutes until we see the start of this race. So it is 30 laps. So I just bring up those settings for you again. So 30 laps times 3 the fuel consumption, times 3 the tire wear as well, a 4 liter per second refuel rate. So not that fast. Twilight conditions 2 times into the night, all random, but there is no rain on this layout of the Tokyo Express Raceway. So That being said, racing softs and racing hards are mandatory. The mediums are usable though. Not sure if someone will use them, but they are available. So I reckon there will be some different strategies with this race and going on. And quick reminder, standings after match day number 4, like the first half of the season. So we have 2 P1R teams leading both groups. P1RX, the crazy fast team, and then P1R, the just fast dudes out of P1R. So dominating this year's CTC, but you see Group B is fairly close with ZFS, Gr.A still in contention after the results from match day 6 so far. Could get interesting. I think P1RX is just too good in this season, but yeah, you never know what can happen. So here we go. We are getting ready for the 30 laps here, match day 6, TCR versus CLR. And with that being said, enjoy. I'm ready, yeah. Good luck, everybody. Let's do it. Let's go. 30 laps. Team versus team racing action. Sonic, you need to press start, right? Sonic playing the mind games. Here we go. So let's wait for the spectate mode to get active. And here we go. Shred on pole position, Ticini on the inside. Shred is starting on the mediums, Ticini on the softs. River Rockers on the mediums as well. Mediums for Richie. Okay, CLR with medium strategy. Not required. They're going for a multi-stop, a 2-stop at least. And it's lights out. And we're off to the races. Shred covering the inside early. And heading towards the first braking zone, the fast S's. See, it's all line astern so far. Ticini on the soft tires, stuck behind the medium tire. Runner with a shred. Richie, Equinox, side by side racing action happening. Lemony squeeze on the mediums as well. Shelty is using the hard tires. Sonic as well on the hard. Beetlejuice also on the medium tire strategy. So CLR clearly with a different strategy compared to TCR. Rumes on hards, Inferno on the hards as well. Shred with a good first half of the lap, has half a second to Ticini, another 7/10, then to River, Richie, Lemony and Equinox. Team formation incoming. Into the right hander we go. Slipstream is strong. We see side by side. It was close. So first time into the chicane. Will they play it safe during the race? I think so. Everyone top 6 through safely. Beetlejuice moved up a position. Sonic down to P9. And Taz, Rumes and Inferno. And at the back of the grid, so the TCR strategy. It's hard tires for Sonic, Tess, Arumis and Inferno. We have Shelty as well running on those hards. And then it's Tichney using these soft tires. Getting closer to Shred with that slipstream. I think it's early Jaeger camp time. Shred with a half-second penalty. Gets a very good exit out the hairpin, and not sure if Tichney might be short shifting the car a little bit, but just staying within that half-second range, not really gaining in the slipstream so far. Gets a good run down towards the chicane. We see the penalty zone probably just before the start finish straight. Oh, Tichney with a massive slide, gets unsettled. River Rockers right behind Shred, now serving the penalty. Opportunity for Tichney maybe to go for a run. Also River Rockers in that slipstream. Think Shred going defensive, defending the inside line. Can Tichney hold it around the outside? No, he's breaking early, but gets the cutback, the undercut on Shred, and what a move it was. Little mistake from Shred, of course, but this puts Tichney into first position. So can he now run away with some clean air on his soft tires? He has to make them work now, of course. So half a second the gap. Now Shred in second position, River in third. Richie in fourth. A little gap, a second already. Equinox and Lamini, they are still close. Shelty still running in P7, 1.2 seconds the gap now. So just a little bit of slipstream, if at all, but Beetlejuice is catching, reeling the TCR driver in now, coming towards the right-hander. Will he have a look on the inside? No, staying behind for now for that long right-hand turn. Down we go towards the famous chicane. Good exit, I think. Let's see if Beetlejuice gets the run. No, Shelty with an even better exit compared to the Finnish driver will keep that position for 10th. It is for now into turn number 1. I think the S is a bit deep. I think he recovers that okay-ish. Could be an opportunity still for Beetlejuice to send it into the braking zone. Going deep, hoping for a better run out of the hairpin, and getting that run probably. No, not quite. We jump back to the front. Tichney now with a second, roughly, to Shred. River still in third. Richie and Equinox P4, P5. Lamini in P6, so they're out of the slipstream range. Shelty versus Beetlejuice, we saw that. Then 1.6 seconds the gap to Sonic. 2.3 then for Arumis and Tess within that slipstream range. And Inferno 2 seconds, still doing a solid, consistent race so far. Shred staying within that second range. 33.2. So when will we see the first pit stops? We see a 30-minute race. I think the go-to strategy is a 2-stop, if I'm not mistaken. So, and with CLR all starting on the medium, so they have to run the softs and the hards still, so they definitely have to go for the two-stopper. The TCR drivers all could go with a one-stop. Ticheney soft to hard, and all the other drivers hard to soft. Not sure if you want to go that long on the hard tire compound though. That is the question. Shelty under pressure now. Beetlejuice with the run. He has the inside. Through the tunnel we go. Had a little touch up with the wall. I think he has got track position now for the right-hander and gets that move done. But good exit for Shelty out of the chicane. A little lift needed. Slipstream on hard tires. Losing a little bit of time now. It's half a second. Still has a little bit of slipstream though out of the Finnish driver. They're also closing that gap to the other CLR drivers, Equinox and Ritchie. Lemony, so 2.8 seconds to gap to River in P3. River had a 3-second gap to Shred, and Shred now on the edge of losing that slipstream to Ticheney. 1.4 now. A good exit though out of the hairpin once again. I think gaining a little bit in that Ticheney's slipstream. Yeah, 1.3 down. I think this might be the final lap before Ticheney breaks free and moves out of the 1.5 second range. And that is, so once again, the chicane, no drama, a bit careful, a bit slow even. Shred gained 0.3, that's interesting. I didn't expect that. 35 for River, so some mistakes happening for the drivers behind, so that's why the gaps are not really going up to Shelty. Still has a second. There we go on board. I think if I find my key, Shelty so has a second. You can see all of the CLR drivers, Beetlejuice, Equinox and Ritchie right in front of him. It's lap 7. Shelty's still on those hard tires. Gets a nice toe, helps him with a run. Uphill early upshift, so pretty sure Shelty is saving some fuel with that early upshift. We stay with Shelty for the remainder of this lap. See the cockpit perspective, or that the chicane avoids the sausage, so plays it very, very safe. There's Sonic pitted, so he's gone from hards to softs now, so the first driver to pit. Sonic usually not known for his amazing tire saving abilities, or maybe he unlocked something, but I actually can't see doing him softs for that long. That is 23 laps. A two-stopper pretty sure about that. We get a good indicator. Tire wear of Tichy, lap 8 now and roughly 50% down at this stage. And unable to break free. Shred is still close behind, within a second. Going aggressive over the curb, Tichy with a little moment again. Oh, chicane, this could be the run. Had to lift. Don't think he will get the run before turn number 1. Yet another 33 for Shred, and will break early, I think. Keeping Tichy honest on those first couple of laps. Little wiggle, but avoids the wall 3/10 and gets into the strong part of the slipstream now. I think he nearly hit that wall. He has a run. The run is too good, maybe. Oh, he was looking for a move, had to lift. This gives, I think, Tichy the upper hand for the next turn. He just faked it. The veteran TCR driver won't be falling for those tricks, pretty sure. It's close racing at the top. Tichy on soft, Shred on those mediums. Then let's have a look. River 6 seconds the gap. Lemony caught up with the River, 7/10, then Equinox another 3 seconds, 1.5 to Richie. So we see the lap times are 34s for Richie. Beetlejuice with the personal best at 34 as well. Shelty on the hard tires in the 34s. I think that is very, very strong pace. So watch out for Shelty, the tire whisperer and fuel-saving magician in this race, probably. So he might be cooking something here and might get a top result out of this. Rumus and Tess, they're still running close next to each other. Sonic, after switching to the Racing Softs, 33 mid to low. Oh, and we see Inferno had a moment on lap 8, a 49.9. He's still running on his racing hearts since the start. Overtake, Shred got past Tichy. Whoa, I nearly lost it coming out of the hairpin. Also Tichy with a moment, his tires are probably fading. Oh, let's see if we can catch that replay. But it was actually okay. But Shred with a massive moment. It's lap 11 and the rear tires, not sure, maybe one more, or is it time to pit? Yeah, it's one more for Tichy. He has a little bit of a toe. We don't know why it was the pan. Maybe because he had like a drift angle of more than 30%, I don't know. Definitely a big moment there, nearly lost that. So, mediums now, I think definitely the better tire at this stage. Roughly a second. And again, shred. Look at this chicane. 4/10 alone. Oh, that is like balls to the walls, I think. So I wouldn't be surprised to see TCR now heading into the pits and change the tires. So will it be softs again or go long on the hards? 1.7 are unable to keep up with Shred's pace. He's now really putting the hammer down. So 2 seconds before, and TCR dives into the pit. No, doesn't dive into the pit. It definitely looked like on that camera perspective. So he tricked me. So he's doing another one. River Lemony still close, separated by a second. Equinox. We are missing someone. Where's Beetlejuice? Richie P6, Shelty P7, Arumis P8, Taz P9. Beetlejuice had a moment, a 1:49 on the lap 10. So he's in a fight with Taz now. Got the better exit of the hairpin. It's a run towards the next braking. So they still go side by side through the tunnel. I think Beetlejuice now has the advantage. But Taz has the inside line for the next one. They're still side by side through the tunnel. And who's having the last word? Taz on the inside, Beetlejuice on the outside. Beetlejuice tries to go around the outside and makes that move stick. Nice move. Can he keep it clean through the chicane? I think the chicane was the issue for Beetlejuice. So let's have a look at the replay, side-by-side racing action, and I think a brave move. Taz a little bit early on the brakes, but totally fair. And I think in the end, it's better to do it like this and survive and fight for another day. What's that saying? Let's jump back. TCR running those softs for another lap. That is risky. We all know airbar cars, and if the rear tires are totally gone, there's usually no way you can then catch those spins. 3.5 seconds now. 3 seconds. Shred with a moment. 2.5, lost a second this time. Out of the chicane. You want to see that River Ruckus was closing that gap under 6 seconds too. TCR Shred will stay out definitely for a bit longer. The fuel is getting low though, so that might be an issue as well. TCR was saving a little bit of fuel. So once again, will it be in out of this lap? This time it looks to be like the pit entry went a little bit deep. So the medium tire runners should stay out for a couple of laps, I think. Lemony and River now very close. Got a nice little slipstream toe thing going on. Equinox Richie for CLR Shelty in P6. Beetlejuice in P7 in front of Arumis, Taz and TCR doing another soft stint. Alright, so 13 laps on softs, another 13 incoming on those softs. Well, that's 26. So 4 laps then on the hards. That seems to be the strategy for Tichney. Sonic right behind with Taz and the Rumors. Like on those hard tires, they won't be fighting his teammate, of course. Oh, a big drift going on. Pit lots, yeah. I mean, Tichney put in a lot of fuel. Yeah, over 30 seconds. I think with that slow refuel rate, yeah. And now Tichney is stuck behind the hard tire runners through the S's, so that costs him a little bit of time. But should benefit from the next slipstream. Area dives down the inside. 2.3 seconds the gap to Beetlejuice. Shelty another 11 seconds. Then the gap 5.6 to Richie, another 6 to Equinox. Close that gap to Lebanese Squeeze and River Ruckus in P2 and P3. So the fuel is getting very low now, so it's 16 laps, something like that. And this looks to be like the in lap because of the fuel. So which tire compound to use now for CLR? Will it be the hards or will it be softs? I would go for the softs if I was Shred now. There's a nice little gap and no drama on the pit entry. Also fuel low for River and Lemony going for one more, okay. Having saved a little bit of fuel. Equinox also saved a little bit, so that's not too bad. So they can then probably reduce the laps on the hard tire compound. Shred refueling to the max nearly, and he comes out in P6, drops behind Tichney and the 2 TCR drivers. The out of the hairpin, Tess and the Rumors. Will they get the run on Shred? I think he's up to speed now. He can defend the inside line, so Shred is on the soft tires indeed. But Tess around the outside, a bit more speed. Can he brake late? Shred has the inside line, more traction on his soft tires, and keeps that position. I think that was crucial to not get stuck behind the hard tire runners. Taz and the Rumors, Sonic, the 3 TCR drivers. Sonic softs are not looking pretty anymore. It's the gap then. River 8 seconds, Richie 4, Inferno on low fuel now, probably heading into the pits very soon. We have Lemony and Equinox now heading into the pits, and Beetlejuice versus Tichney. Beetlejuice heading into the pits as well. So Shelty leading now, saved a little of fuel, so is on his final lap of the stint. Tichney then in P2, I think, put in less fuel, so he made that undercut because of the amount of fuel. 2 seconds now the gap to Shred in P3, Sonic in P4 on very warm soft tires. Lemony Equinox P5 and P6, River P7, those three still close. Richie 4 seconds. In Beetlejuice now P9, while we have Taz and Arumas on their soft tires. Arumas with a 3-second penalty though. Pit lane line cut somewhere, entry or exit, we don't know. Inferno out on the soft tire compound. So next driver to pit will be Shelty, and yeah, he's in now for service. Tichney will take the race lead again. It looks like Shred was pushing quite hard past its lap of the race so far, 32.6, and just got inside that slipstream range. Lemony Equinox and River 3, 4, 5, Richie P6, Shelty refueling, going on to the soft tire compound. It's P7 for now. Sonic pitting for the second time, so really go mediums for the rest. It's going softs again. 30 laps on softs, alright. Taz in P9, got past Beetlejuice. Beetle within a slipstream range, 6/10 gap is coming down. Half a second. Taz should be able to keep that position for now, heading into the chicane. Both are on the soft tire compound now, so who's going for the risky run? A little bit of understeer, and this is a setup. Beetle looking down the inside and has his car alongside now. Track position for turn number 1. And up into P9 we go, at least for now. Go back to the front. Shred, another purple sector. 6/10 that gap now. Oh, a little bit of a wall tap. Oh, that is a penalty. Pretty sure he lifted quite a bit, but that was way off track. Or was it? No, I think a lift in there might save you from getting the penalty, but yeah, you lost half a second or even more. And with this line, so 1.5 separating the top 2. Lemony, River and Equinox having fun with each other, I think. Very close. Richie also closing that gap, wants to join this party. Shelty, I think he is going for that one stop. Hard to soft. Sonic with hard to soft, and now the second soft run. Beetlejuice with medium soft needs to put on the hards, as do all CLR drivers. So they all went medium to soft and will finish the race on the racing hard tire compound. Taz and Arumas, P10, P11, and Inferno. Unfortunately, a little bit of a lonely race at the back of the grid for his return to racing. I think in this stage of the race, where it all settles down a little bit. Nope, Tichney also needs to use the hards. Tichney went soft so far. And got the undercut done because he didn't put in that much fuel. So with that in mind, Shred still has the advantage if he can keep it like within 2 seconds, I think, before the final pit stop. Oopsie, there was a wall. And Shred with the penalty. That little tap on the wall, and lost Tichney, I think 3/10, and that slipstream helping Shred to bring that gap down to less than 3/10. If it wasn't for that penalty, he was also like 3/10 purple. Serving the penalty just before the finish line. Will be 1.4 maybe? Even more, 1.5. 6. Oh, that is like a nasty penalty zone. Carrying the speed through those asses. Gained 2/10 already. A bit too early on the power. Maybe it wasn't the best exit out of the hairpin we've seen so far. So 1.6. It is still then the CLR drivers, Lemony, River and Equinox, still close and running comfortably in 3, 4 and 5. Ritchie, P6, also the gap to Shelty, 8 seconds. So remember, Shelty will finish this race on the soft tires, doesn't have to pit anymore. So he might be able to get P3 if he keeps it clean, steady out of the walls, no penalties. Sonic on the second set of softs. He also used the hards, so he definitely wants to go all the way to the end. So can he make those tires last for that long? And that is the question. We'll choose mediums to softs, so we'll have to pit and use the hards. Taz on a predicted one-stop strategy, hard to soft. Same for Arumis. Inferno also with the hard to soft strategy currently, and Shred is back. Half a second. Again, getting the run, getting the toe. Get Tichney's perspective down towards the chicane. Wow, what a run it is. Already closing that gap, jumping over those sausage curbs. A very risky way to do it. Clipping the wall. Again, some minor mistakes. 32.9 again. We need to see bullet cam to see Richie sucks. Okay, come on Shred, get close. Here we go, that's kind of close. Four-tenths and coming down again. Better exit out of the hairpin. Mega run, TCR defending the inside line. Around the outside for Shred, can he make it stick? Whoa! He made it! TCR still there, still there, still there. Oh, he's backing out of it. So I need to clip that. Whoa! What a move! Once again, brave. And we see like the same that happened in the first stint. Now that the tire wear is like dropped down to more than 90% usage, it's tough to keep up with that pace. Shred definitely with the advantage. Later pit stop on those softs. And now trying to open up the gap. And also see the fuel now getting low for pitch. So maybe one more. Still applying some pressure. And half a second. One little mistake through that chicane. And you never know. .1 now. 33.1 versus say 33.6. Oh, we haven't forgotten about our other drivers, Lemony, River, Equinox. Still running as close as it can possibly get for the last 25 minutes or so. I think Richie lost a little bit of contact all by himself in P6, Shelty, then P7. Let's see the gap. Shelty to Lemony. TCR's in 29, 15. That's just 14-15 seconds. The gap. So TCR pitting now. And on the hard tire compound. Here comes the wrecking ball. Oh, watch out, TCR, watch out. 1.5, he's gaining in that slipstream. Don't think he will be close enough to send it. TCR on hard tires, cold hard tires. Has to brake a little bit earlier for the next right-hander. More than a second though. I think he should be safe. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, Shelty could indeed grab a podium. Not sure about that pit loss, but 15 seconds sounds like doable. So when will we see the CLR drivers pit? It's lap 27. Tires still looking okay, so it might be a very short run on those hard tires towards the end of that race with just over 3 laps to go. Well, Lemony staying out, River staying out, Equinox staying out. Okay, fuel looking good, tires looking good. TCR on the hard, Richie. Making it interesting. No, he lost the rear. Got maybe too anxious, too ambitious. Shelty for now P7. We'll wait then for the CLR drivers to pit. Sonic's tires looking okay, I think, with just over 3 laps to go. Beetlejuice has to pit for the hards, I believe, unless he did that 1 lap on the hards, which I may have missed, but I don't know. Lap 28. Now tires looking like toast, like garbage, like I don't want to use the S word for shred. So will he play it safe and pit now or go for 1 more? He goes for the extra lap. It is Inferno getting out of the way. Lemony, River, Equinox. 2, 3, 4. They are pitting. They are playing it safe. They are not risking it. Oh, let's see. 1.3 the gap potentially to Richie, who is also pitting now. Go on to the hard tire compound, so we'll get an idea. Shelty, we see drivers coming out of the pit exit for CLR, and Shelty might get the run. Slipstream though for CLR, it's Lemony with the advantage. Shelty in P4, River right behind. Gets the toe now, Equinox as well. With Lemony going defensive. Tire still cold on that out lap. And Shelty is on softs and he holds it around the outside this time. Is there room? Is there room? There's a little bit of contact. Don't do it side by side into the chicane. No, Shelty, no! Ay. I think he got a little bit unsettled after that slight contact with Lemony, and then got a shallow angle into the chicane, and then lost it, and then that's a shame. That's a shame. The Shred now pitting on lap 29. What's the gap to Tichney? Tichney coming round the hairpin. It's under 9 seconds. But yeah, that fuel advantage later on. Shred 8 seconds clear of River, Lemony and Equinox. And Shelty in P6 and Richie in P7, Sonic in 8th. Yeah, Beetlejuice now pitting, so I didn't miss him, like using the hard tires. Taz and Inferno P11, P12. So it will be Shred starting lap 30 and the final lap of this race. Just about now 7.7 the gap to Tichney in P2. He's on that final lap as well. Another 8.7 to River, Lemony and Equinox. Shelty versus Richie on that final lap. 1 second the gap. Shelty on dead soft tires, Ritchie on hards, but with a half-second penalty. So I think it might stay as it is. Sonic in P8 made those soft tires last for 13.5 laps. Rumis P9 also with a one stop, hard to soft test as well, hard to soft. Beetlejuice close now on his hard tires. Can he go for a move? And Inferno in P12 heading into the chicane and shortly starting that final lap. And here he comes, Shred, final time, heading into chicane, playing it safe and easy. I guess he does. And it was all Shred's race, pole position, fastest lap, and a victory. And for Shred, win for CLR. Tichney, P2 in the end. Soft, hard, that strategy. River will take P3, Lemony squeeze P4, and Equinox then a P5. Running out of fuel. So it's not a TCR driver, it's a CLR driver that's running out of fuel. Shelty kept that position. It is P6 in the end. Then Ritchie P7. Sonic in P8. Rumis P9. And there's a race between Beetlejuice and Taz. Beetlejuice on the inside line on that final lap, the final two turns, and Beetlejuice just got in front of Taz. Taz running out of fuel, okay, so he also does it. Hey Taz! And Inferno will be the final driver. And to see the checkered flag. Also Inferno with the hard too soft. Oh, and gets some airtime with a moment through the chicane. Come on, bring it home, buddy. Just cross the line. So yeah, he was doing the hard too soft strategy and finishing in P12 and with a nice little 360 across the line, that is. Right. So we're gonna save that replay. Take those screenshots. Let's go. Permission thingy. And let's have a look at the provisional race results. That is Shred for CLR with the victory, fastest lap and pole position. Perfect race day for Shred Tichney. P2 in qualifying, P2 overall in the race. River Rockers on the podium for CLR. He is a secret TCR agent, if you don't know. Not sure if River was wearing his TCR team jersey today. He will be telling us probably pretty soon in the Discord or in the voice chat. Lemony squeezed and P4 and Equinox P5 for CLR. Shelty unlucky. He was fighting for that P3. Would have been a close battle, I think, between Shelty and the three CLR drivers. It looked like the car already went before the contact was made, but yeah, we will judge that later, I think, with the replay. And Ritchie P7, Sonic P8. Rumis in P9, Beetlejuice P10, and Taz and Inferno on 11th and 12th for that race. Alright, so that's it from my side here. I won't be doing the live scores. I guess with the victory and 3, 4, 5, that should be a CLR victory based on the CTC point structure. Provisional results will be, of course, posted in the Discord later. Okay, so yeah, that's it for match day number 6 already. So we'll be back next month, then match day 7, of course, 6 matches again, covered by a couple of streamers, hopefully. Again, friends at DTR, at ZFS, are doing an amazing job then to provide us with the live coverage for those races. I'm also streaming as much as possible here on the CTC channel. So yeah, I hope to see you next month again. Take care, have a good time. Bye. Bye.